Do you struggle with making New Year's resolutions every year to get organized and you just can't figure out how to make that happen? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to start a new series all about organizing tips and mantras to help get you in the mood and get you going with getting organized here on Get Organized with Jodi. Hi, I'm Jodi Granok. I'm a certified professional organizer with over 15 years in the field. And did you know that January is known as Go Month? Go stands for Get Organized. And so January is the best time to think about getting organized, but really there is no bad time. So it doesn't matter whether you're watching this here in early January when I'm recording this video or any time of the year. If you are ready to get organized and you are looking for some tips and mantras to get you going, you've come to the right place. So let's dive in with some great tips to help you on your journey to being more organized. So we're going to focus on before the project in this video. So what I mean by that is you've decided that you're going to work on an organizing project. What do you need to do first before you even start working on it so that you can avoid what happened to this poor, unfortunate soul here in this cartoon? Okay. So before you start an organizing project, what should you do? Well, first, let's start with a mantra for your home. And that is that your home should be a place for things that you use and love. So if it's something in your house and you're just like, oh, I don't know why I have this. Okay. If you don't love it, if you don't use it, let it go because you don't need it. Now, when I say use it, I mean use it in the current life that you're living, not, oh, I used to use this, or, oh, I might use this one day. Let's go with your current life. What's going to serve your current life the best? That's part of your home mantra. Got it? All right. Another thing to think about, this is a mantra that I use a lot with my clients. Clutter is the result of postponed decisions. So ask yourself, do you need this item? Just like we were talking about in the previous slide. If you need it, where does it go? Where is it going to make the most sense to have it in your home or office so that you can find it when you need it and you can use it and then put it away when you're done using it? So if you come across something, hey, do I need this? Yeah, I do. Okay, where's it going to go? Now go put it there. So make decisions and commit to honoring these items by finding a good home for them and then putting them away when you're done using them. So if you find that you're going through your house and you see a pile of just random stuff, chances are it became a pile of random stuff because you didn't know what to do with it in the moment. So you just dropped it where it was. And, clutter is kind of like wire hangers in a closet, right? They seem to multiply without you doing anything. Well, clutter attracts clutter. If you drop something down randomly, then someone else might think, oh, well, I guess this is a good place to drop something because other people did. So think about this mantra and start making decisions about your stuff and honor it by giving it a proper home. The floor is for walking. This is one of my favorite things to say to clients because a lot of times when a person wants to get organized, they think to themselves, I don't even know where to start. And I always tell people, start with the floor. It's an easy place to start, but you get a really big bang for your buck when you do that. Because if you start with the floor, you're opening up a space, you're immediately creating more room. And hey, you may need to use the floor to sort through items in other parts of the room. But it just feels better to be able to walk around. And it feels better when a room seems bigger. So if you're not sure where to get started, the floor is always a great option. What stands out the most? So let's say that you've figured out what room you're going to make as your organizing project and you're not sure what to do. And you're like, okay, Jodi said start with the floor. What happens after you tackle the floor? Now, what do you do? Well, this is another mantra I use. What stands out the most? There's no right or wrong way to focus on an organizing project or decide what to work on first. I tend to think it's helpful to start with an area of your home that bothers you the most, right? Or that you're using the most. So it might be better to do a living space versus an attic or a basement. But when you've got a cluttered area and you're feeling overwhelmed, if you've identified this is the room I want to do and you've already done the floor, look for categories of stuff and just start with that. So if you are doing a closet, you can say, what's the first thing I see in this closet? And it might be shoes, it might be t-shirts, it might be dresses, and that's okay. Just start with the thing you see, because by doing a category at a time, that can help you get motivated and get into this project. So you can look at this photograph and you can have, 10, 12 different answers. You might want to start with the ribbons. You might want to start with paperwork. You might want to start with fill in the blank. There is no wrong way to do it, but by going with what you see first, you're more likely to stay motivated and keep going. And the last one I want to focus on for this video is just start. A lot of times people do not work on an organizing project because they are looking for this magic pocket of time where they say, well, I can't work on this until I have this day where I can just go start to finish and do this whole project. And in reality, that doesn't always happen. So for example, if you said, I want to organize my kitchen, it's not likely that you would have the time to do your entire kitchen in one day. But if you think of it as a series of smaller projects, the fridge could be its own project. The pantry could be its own project. So that's part of it. But the other part is just start. Don't think about, oh, I've got to have 10 hours to be able to do this office. No, just tell yourself, I'm going to spend 15 minutes on this. And you could set a timer. And of course, if you're into it and the timer goes off and you want to do more, great. But even just telling yourself, I'm just going to work on this for 15 minutes, you're going to chip away at this project. And that's the better mindset. You can always do 2 hours, you can always do 90 minutes, but just doing 15 minutes makes it more likely that you're going to do another 15 minutes the next day and the next day. And the more you work on it, of course, the easier it gets and the sooner you finish. So this is a much better mindset than saying, I have to wait until I can tackle this all in one day. Now, of course, if you want to make more progress faster, you can always enlist the help of family members, friends, or someone like myself, professional organizer, who can really help cut down on how long it will take to work on a project. But I want you to know you can accomplish this. Just start. So even if you stop after 15 minutes, you're going to chip away at those larger projects and you're going to finish faster than waiting for this magical ideal day to do it. So here's an example of working on just one cabinet in the kitchen, and that would be okay. I encourage you to visit organizingmagic.com for more organizing resources, including our free e-newsletter and information about our monthly Zoom webinars, which are also free. And remember that new videos drop every Friday. So be in the know and make sure you click like and subscribe before you go so you never miss a single video. I'll see you next time.